Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, Sir, I am indeed grateful to the House for their constructive, cooperative, and creative approach, and particularly for lifting the whole debate without in any way bringing in party politics in so far as the export import aspect of the Commerce Ministry is concerned. It has been treated to be very much vital for the national economy, and naturally, I do treat the various suggestions that have been put forward, including the criticisms, as a healthy sign. I have no doubt that these suggestions will help me in further improving the working of my ministry. Sir, certain issues have been made out by the honorable speakers, and particularly these questions have been put to me. What is the exact strategy of the government? How does the government look at the whole commerce ministry, at the export trade and the import trade? It is in this context that I felt that I should spell out the policies in a very precise form, and the House will please bear with me if I read to that extent a part of my speech, and afterwards I shall take up the suggestions from the honorable members. Sir, Ministry of Commerce has a very important role to play in the economy of the country. The export production efforts, the import and export policies, our attitude to international trade policy matters are integral components of the government's overall developmental strategy of promoting growth with social justice. Now, certain instances have been mentioned, as for instance, tea. As you know, sir, before independence, the tea industry was particularly in the hands of Europeans. You cannot call it a monopoly because a large number of companies were owning the tea gardens. Of course, they were all foreigners, but gradually, in the last 12 years, a large number of tea gardens have changed hands, and now a large number of Indians own tea gardens. Even in the broking firms, a number of Indians have been taken as partners. Since the tea industry was completely in the hands of Europeans before independence, the sales were mostly in the United Kingdom, and naturally the Britishers had an advantage because there the people wanted to buy, and they were also the sellers here. But after the national government came into existence, we have been taking all possible steps to see that Indians get a share, and a constantly rising share in the business of the country, and the quantum of our share is gradually increasing. And I think now in the tea trade over 80% must be in the hands of Indians. There are some very good tea gardens with them, and as a matter of fact, in the matter of quality, they are in no way inferior to the foreigners. Therefore, so far as the government policy is concerned, I do not think there is anything that can be said against it, but you cannot stop the communist members from accusing the government because that is what they will do, whether it is right or wrong.